So what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Justedwin coming at y'all with a new vid. And in today's day, it is Tuesday, February 10th. And right now it's pretty much like 1 o'clock. It's already a little later. But, I'm going to just break down basically what happened in today's video. As you guys could basically see, I'm kind of just going to make it as that I just basically talk to the trade. And like just have it in the background, just showing y'all basically what was going on. And as y'all can see, basically there's a lot of the things going on, and at least in the 5 minute. But when I go to the lower time frames and show you, everything's gonna be more clear. But to not really talk too much, it was kind of basically the same thing as yesterday. We break even on the first trade, and second trade we ended up taking take profit. And honestly, today I went micros first, and then I saw that literally for take profit I will only gain like $89. So I went to a mini. Like I only put one mini at the end of the day. Like I don't really put nothing past that because my price point is only 500 per day. But basically I went to the mini for the second trade and we ended up hitting TP. I didn't even end up trading. It didn't break even or nothing. It went perfectly up instantly. But to not really talk too much, I'm gonna just show the next clip of me just showing the trade. And yeah. Alright, so what's going on? My fault. I ended up forgetting that I was even cooking food, and I ended up hearing a noise, and it was just the food. It was already done. But to now talk about that, basically as you guys can see from the 1 minute time frame, well, first of all, let me go back over here, let's say to the 5 minute time frame. That way you guys could see basically where all the ranges were at. Asia low over here. That way you could see why price came all the way down here. And like just the whole aspect on basically on retail days or whatever news was it that we had today. Basically almost always there's always a SMT that forms almost like in pre-market or somewhere around it, that always drives the move kind of crazy and kind of shows where the market's kind of going to go to. So at first my bias kind of was for shorts, but after I end up seeing, like I'm gonna show like in this time frame that we end up shorting all this, right? But how you call it, I was taking my little brother. So basically as soon as market opened, I did feel like the same trade that I took, I thought was gonna happen as soon as we opened, but it didn't. First it ended up just rejecting, and then it ended up going up. But basically I was already outside. I wasn't really trading at my house at this time. But back to what I was saying, I ended up seeing that these moves got broken. Boom. Let me show you how this fair value got first. I think it was in the 3 minute, maybe in the 15. Yeah, it was in the 15 right here. 15-minute fair value gap to the upside. Back we went, boom, almost to market open. I'm gonna go back to the 1 minute fair value, 1 minute for time frame. We ended up just pumping up. I kind of was looking at ranges, for example, at these low ranges to see, because I felt like wherever this determined like where the move goes is kind of like where we're gonna kind of go for market. But I don't know, it was just off the wake up. But basically, yeah, like I said, I ended up coming back around this range already when we was at this bottom. And I did see this fair value gap in the 1 minute that I could have entered, that we just left this range. But I kind of wanted to wait for this inverse fair value gap that we could have target. That way market could kind of start pumping, and that was a good entry. But I kind of like when it came to like getting into that range, I don't know why I just didn't want to get into it, because literally I don't know why I didn't want to get into it. But it was a good trade as well. But basically I waited for, this fair value gap I ended up seeing after, like I ended up trading this one. So I wasn't even aware of this fair value gap at this time. That's why I kind of say be aware of kind of like what happened. Like Batman be saying, be aware of your surroundings. But basically what had happened here is, if I'm not mistaken, there was this range up here. Like originally, I don't like, since I had micros, I ended up putting it all the way up there, and this was gonna be my first take profit. But I ended up seeing that we just, like, by the first, like when we got into trade, it started pumping. So I was like, yeah, like it's gonna hit my take profit one. I'm gonna just go, like, I didn't really break even, but I just lowered on risk because I felt like it was just gonna pump. All right, boom. It just takes me out instantly. I think I lost like what, like $2, something like that. All right, calm, nothing bad. I ended up like I kind of like, I was telling myself like, yeah, like I should take the same trade again, bro. Like it's not really a bad trade at all. I feel like it's honestly good. So what I did this time, I just ended up going to minis. Like I said, the max profit was like $89. I'm not saying it's something bad at the end of the day, but like, bro, what the hell am I gonna do? Like, I'm not saying nothing is bad because I don't honor like the results like I say, but honestly, I want to at least get me like at least 150. Now, I'm not trying to be nothing, but at least 100. Like nothing, like it's not bad, but I was trying to at least target a higher range. So basically, ended up just having it side to side with the micro and the mini because I already had all the ranges marked out right here, and I didn't really feel like marking everything out right there, so I just had it side to side. But I'm not really gonna do that right now. It's kind of uncomfortable. But boom, I'm gonna just go show it over there now, since you already kind of know the background of it, and I don't really have like the basically the all the ranges here. But basically, like I did say, I ended up seeing the fair value gap in this time frame in the mini, since I didn't, basically it was, like how they say, you have a clean chart is going to be better, since you could kind of see the market more clear, or I guess where price action is going. And basically I had a 1 minute fair value gap, waited for that one to get filled, like I saw right here. Ended up seeing like it was kind of doing a consolidation. So you already know what kind of happens after consolidation. We almost always pop, but I didn't really think it was going to pop that hard. I already had basically like one micro, so basically as soon as it got to this price point, I was already going to break even. But literally, I target the same range that I took the loss on. I target that one as soon as it broke it. I honestly have my range right here, so it wasn't even to the, like, maybe it was, you could probably just say like it was a change of delivery, you could say. But boom, we ended up getting into that price. Like I said, I ended up just putting like the limit price, ended up entering with the 1 mini, and as soon we just started pumping. By the time that I was already basically going to break even, it was already on 100. So went break even, and I was just setting up basically the take profit. And by the time that I was already setting it up, basically the market was already pumping to TP, so I didn't even have to set the take profit. I just canceled it out, and basically we was good for the day. Literally just this move alone. And if I'm not mistaken, let me go back over here real quick. As you could see, basically this was the range that I was targeting, the New York PM high and the Monday high. So that was the whole purpose, as well as me as like the take profit, as how I targeted it. But as you could see, basically before I could even get out the trade, it was already up before that. So that was an amazing trade. Like honestly, it pumped really good. Invert, like it went down over here, didn't really do anything to it. Inverse, boom, went back to the same range and played perfectly, honestly. And literally right after that, it literally just dropped hella. So literally today, it was like, I would say if you went both, like even shorts or longs, like you could have won money, honestly. Like from this, like I think right now, even the market was doing good. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like both ways. You could go both ways. It's targeting these things, so you could target these. Boom. Now you got all these ranges to target. Like I ain't gonna lie, like market been moving so good February, like the February price point been moving so good, and we're getting even way closer. Like honestly, if we keep being consistent by the name of Jesus and just keep being consistent and just keep doing what we do, back testing, do all that, I feel like it's about to be like probably by next week I could probably get into that motion to already get my funded, and that's good, honestly, because we make an effort little by little, but obviously we're gonna stay humble as possible. We're not gonna get the numbers try to get to our head. And yeah, that's basically the trade for today. Not really, as you guys already see, that's the trade for today. Not really too much to talk about. I was already done by 10 o'clock. Ended up coming back, taking my little brother a little quicker than usual, since I know kind of market was gonna go kind of crazy today, since we did have news. But yeah, overall today, good day overall. Good ranges. And yeah, honestly, that's pretty much it for today. Yeah, I'm gonna catch you on tomorrow's video. I do have a video that I still do gotta upload that I did say yesterday. I don't know, like I'm probably just gonna upload it. But I'm gonna see when I do upload it. Maybe I don't, like, since you know I kind of said that I'm gonna take like probably like 2 days off and not do things, but I'm probably just gonna upload it maybe one of these days when I don't upload a video, just to kind of have it, just kind of show like what happened that week, since that week wasn't really bad at all. And I did take a loss that one. I didn't really take a loss that day, like that week, but it was just something that had happened with that I ended up taking a mini instead of a micro. Well, yeah, I ended up taking a mini instead of a micro, and that basically cost me like $200, but it wasn't really bad. We ended up gaining it the next day, and I'm pretty sure I showed that trade if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's pretty much, that's gonna be it for today. If y'all enjoyed, I know it's kind of gonna be a shorter video than usual, but I'm just gonna do it like that for today, since I kind of, you know, was making food and things like that. And I was just like, let me just record in the meantime. But yeah, to not talk too much, hopefully y'all like the video, enjoy, like the, well, I already said that, comment down below, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and yeah, do all that good stuff. And you already know, yeah, I'll catch y'all next video. Be with God.